Now, in the block and tackle system, why we have combined several fixed pulleys, several movable pulleys together? You have seen that's to increase the mechanical advantage, isn't it? When there was one single fixed pulley, one single movable pulley, mechanical advantage was 2. But in this case, in the last discussion you have seen that mechanical advantage is becoming equal to number of pulleys used. So, we can increase the mechanical advantage. Clear? But in that case, what we have done, we have taken number of movable pulleys and number of single fixed pulleys together. Alright. Now there is another way we can combine the pulleys just to increase the mechanical advantage. Okay, this is the second kind of combination. What we do in this case, we take only one fixed pulley and other different number of movable pulleys. Now how we join them? Just you consider this diagram and you please follow how I am drawing the diagram. You will also do the same. Okay, so first I have taken you see here, first one long string you have taken. So here there is one movable pulley and here the load is suspended. Okay. Now how we will draw the diagram? Please follow. That you will first draw this and then you draw the next pulley. Please try to make it a round one and then draw the string. Alright, so this is another movable pulley. Okay, now the next one how we will do? Again you take it up. So here is another pulley. So this is another string. Use scale so that all the strings should be perfectly vertical. Now it is connected to another fixed pulley. I hope you have followed how I have drawn the diagram. You too do exactly the same. Only thing is that use a scale, use pencil compass and draw the diagram. So you see here how many pulleys I have taken. This is movable pulley, this is movable pulley, this is movable pulley and this is a fixed pulley. So I have taken 3 movable pulleys and 1 fixed pulley. This kind of combination of pulleys what we do. Only 1 fixed pulley and the rest will be the movable pulleys. This is the point you have to remember. So here we are applying the effort. So let us name the pulleys like this. This is the first pulley, this is the second pulley, this is the third one, this is fourth one. Okay, so that we can identify them. The pulleys we can identify. So this is the way the pulleys are there. So here second point you just consider. I have not used one string unlike the block and tackle system. How many strings are used? This is one, then this is one and this is one. 3 strings are used. So what is the next concept you are getting? That number of movable pulleys used in the combination and number of strings used in the combination they are same. Unlike the block and tackle system, we never use only one, string. Okay, so here 3 strings are there. So as the strings are different, so I cannot say that the tension in all the strings will be equal. That is another point because I already said that tension at different points of the same string should be equal, but tension at the different string they are not equal. Okay, so let us now consider starting from the first movable pulley. So here you see the load is acting in the downward direction. So if I draw the diagram, I am just writing it. I am not showing the tension in the diagram itself. I am just drawing it separately for pulley 1. If I draw the diagram, how it is coming? L is acting in the downward direction and the 2 tensions T1, T1, it is acting in the upward direction. So here if you want you can show it that this is T1, this is also T1. Alright. So one can write L is equal to 2T1. Clear? Now when the second pulley will come. So you see here for pulley 2. This is important. Consider the point here. For pulley 2 there is no load. This string, it is pull it down. So what you can say here? The T1 for the point 2 here, the T1 is acting in the downward direction. So if I consider that it is developing the tension T2 in the two strings, so T2 are acting in the upward direction. So what you can write? T1 is equal to 2T2. Clear? Now, for pulley 3, then what will happen? For pulley 3, if I consider this point, then T2 is acting in the downward direction, but here T3, these three are acting in the upward direction. These tensions are acting, T3 acting in the upward direction. So you can write T2 is equal to T3. Alright? Now, come for the effort. Here just consider, this is the same string. So if the tensions here T3, what should be the tension here? T3 only. So you can write for pulley 4, what you are getting? E is equal to T3. Clear? Now, if I start from load again, L is equal to 2T1, then T1 is equal to 2T2, so I can write 2T2. Then again T2 is equal to 2T3, so I can write T3. So what are you getting? 2 to the power 3 T3. Here there is a reason, that's why I have not multiplied 2 into 2 into 2, 8. I have not written 8, I have written 2 to the power 3 into T3. Alright, why? Just you see here, 3 is the number of movable pulleys present here. Okay, 3 is what? Number of movable pulleys. So you see, load is equal to 2 to the power 3 into T3. So just consider, suppose, you imagine it, suppose there are 4 movable pulleys. Then, if you do the same method, what will be your answer? L is equal to 2 to the power 4 T3. I hope you are getting what I am saying. Suppose there are 5 movable pulleys. Then what will be L? L will be 2 to the power 5 T3. Okay. So, what is the mechanical advantage? Load by effort. So, load is 2 to the power 3 T3 by T3. So, it is coming 2 to the power 3. So, I am just writing it down at the corner. So, what is mechanical advantage? The generalized relation. Mechanical advantage is equal to 2 to the power n, where n is number of movable pulleys or number of strings used. What is n? Number of movable pulleys or number of strings used. Next is how to find the velocity ratio. So here, if I consider that this is the initial point of effort and it has come down by an amount x. So displacement of effort is x. Alright. Now look at the diagram. If this part come down by x, then for 3, what will be the displacement? For 3, displacement will be x by 2. Just consider it. It is coming out by distance 10 cm. So what will happen? Both the strings, it will move up by 5 cm. So if effort is displaced by x, what will be the displacement for the third pulley? It will be x by 2. Then if displacement of the third pulley is x by 2 in the upward direction, what will be the displacement for the second pulley? What will be the displacement for the second pulley? It will be half of x by 2. Then exactly in the same manner, what will be the displacement of the load then? What will be the displacement of the load? Means the displacement for the first pulley, it will be half into x by 2. So here you are getting x by 2 to the power 3. So what is the velocity ratio? It is displacement of effort by displacement of load. So x by 2 to the power 3. So 2 to the power 3. It means you can write here that velocity ratio again in the same manner 2 to the power n. What does n stand for? N stands for number of movable pulleys present in the combination or number of strings used in the combination. So as mechanical advantage also we have got 2 to the power n, velocity ratio also 2 to the power n. So what will be the efficiency? Efficiency will be 1 or 100%. So here we have considered that it is an ideal pulley system, but if for practical case what will be happen? Friction will be there and the movable parts it will have weight. So what will happen? Mechanical advantage will be less than 2 to the power n, and that's why efficiency will also be less than 1 or 100%.